Hi, it's Mike again. Welcome to the how-to video, or more as a tip. You can see my Land Cruiser, I got 33-inch tires, and when I'm off-road or if I'm traveling around with it, I don't really carry my shop jack with me, my floor jack. I typically could just carry a bottle jack or the stock jack that came with my Land Cruiser. Since these 33s are actually quite tall, and you can see I have a lift on here as well, the frame is pretty much up, and this thing only extends out about twice the height. So realistically, this thing is useless to do anything with this if I need to jack up, get a tire, or get it unstuck, or anything that matters. So I need to come up with a solution, and I have a wonderful idea, and I'll show you what I have in mind. Just underneath here, as you can see that I got this thing almost extended, the jack, and you still have a lot of room here to the axle shaft, and it's pretty much useless. I guess I could jack up here, but sometimes it might get away or you won't be able to get underneath there. So what I plan to do is maybe make some extension pieces that come out to the top, and then perhaps a cradle that I could either cradle on the axle or maybe even cradle the frame rail as well. So if I have to jack it up to get it unstuck or put something underneath the tire or something like that. So it'll give me some options on how to use this jack safely. Stay tuned and I'll show you how it all works. So all this material here I purchased from an industrial metal store. So basically at the base of it is this DOM. So this is 1.5 inch, 120 wall. And then this here is cold rolled steel, is 1.25 inches. And this slides perfectly in here. I don't have to drill it out at all. It slides perfectly in here. So those two items. And then I picked up this channel. So this is what we call hot rolled steel channel. So it's 4 inches on the outside, and the inside here is about just over 3 inches, which will pretty much accept any type of frame rail or axle that you have. And then for a flat plate, I'm going to use this 4 inches wide by 1/4 inch thick steel, hot rolled steel, and I'll cut this up into little pieces for a flat pad. Nicely grooved. So this would be 1.25 inches around cold rolled steel round, and this is DOM, and this is 2 inches long. Same with this one. So I got a little stubby. So this plate is 4 inches by 4 inches, and it's a 1/4 inch thick plate. And this here is 1.75 inches by 4 inches wide there, and the inside diameter here is just about 3.5 inches. So that's just standard C channel, which I've cut down, and it's just wide enough to put that DOM on, and then I can weld a bead all the way around that, and that will give you some extra layer of safety there to nicely hook onto an axle or even onto a frame. What you're going to do here is I'm going to run a bead of TIG. I'm going to TIG weld this around. It is so tight that it doesn't really need a lot to keep it from sliding down. It's pretty much interference fit here, so it's a tight fit with the DOM. So I'll just run a little tack of a TIG filler rod all the way around that, and then I'll do this. I'll flip this upside down, and same with this. You know, a MIG welder work just as fine. I prefer to TIG. I have a MIG as well, but TIG is more my preference. So just get ready to TIG this all up. I just run a TIG bead all the way around there, and same with this here. We'll just do some fillet welding around there, and same with that, and that should be good. These aren't really too structural. It's just to kind of hold it in place. This metal's thick enough. It should do just fine the way it is. And I'll show you when I'm all done. So now the welding's all done. I'll just clean it up, give it a coat of paint, and I'll show you how it all works together. So now I have my welder out and I've fabricated a bunch of stuff. I thought of some more things to fabricate. So what I'm gonna do here is I have some 3/16 thick wall pipe, and what I'll do is I'll put it here, and I'll weld this on here and put another thing on the bottom. So that would be good for like a round axle to boost up, and so it would sit nicely in there, won't slide back and forth. And what I'm also going to do is make a platform for the jack. So when I went to the dollar store and I picked up a cutting board, and I'm going to use this angle iron here, and I'll use that for support, and I'll put a little hold down on it, and this size, I'll cut the cutting board to the same size as the bottom of this bag. So I'm going to carry everything in this Husky bag that I just got from Home Depot. These are great little bags. I use it for my tools, and so the bottom of this will be the same size as this, and will slide nicely in there. And so that will be the base of this thing. I can tie that down to make it a little bit more secure. I'll use the angle iron to add a little more stiffness. So I got the jack platform all mocked up. I got 2 identical angle iron pieces with some holes, and what I'll do is I will put that up tight to there. Another piece of angle iron will be used to hold it down, so I'll be welding that there and there. And then this will be a little tie down piece like that, and I'll have a wing nut and a bolt go through there, and then you can lock it down, and that will stop it from tipping. So I got my little paint booth set up here, and I'm just going to give it a shot of Tremclad hammered tone paint, or hammered paint, and we'll give it a couple coats, and that should be good. There we go, all painted up, and we'll let that cure, and then we'll show you the final product. So the base plate for the bottle jack is done. I ended up just countersinking the screws on the back side, bolted it through, and I got nylon nuts to secure it all into place. And the cross piece and the jack actually just slides right in there nicely, and then it locks down using this, and I'll show you how that works. So here's the completed kit. I have the frame rail adapter, I have the axle adapter, I have a flat plate to help distribute the load, I got a little extension shaft, and I got a stubby shaft. I think I might end up making an even longer one. And then I have the base, and then that goes along with the 4-ton jack. So it all fits nicely into this Husky bag. So it's all completed now, and I'll show you how it works. So I have the jack, 4-ton bottle jack on its base that we made, and I have the extension piece, goes up here, and then I have the axle attachment. Goes like that, slide it into place, make sure it's locked. It kind of finds itself on the axle. There you go. Nice and secure. I like it. Well, I hope you found this video useful and it inspires you to build something similar. And if you have any comments, suggestions on how I can improve on this, please comment below. I'd appreciate it. And once again, thanks for watching.